What's up everyone, I'm Daniel Strongin, electronic music producer and founder of Soundshock, a site dedicated to the modern electronic music producer where we provide quality samples, presets, artist interviews, and expert tips, all to help you reach your full potential as a music producer. Today we're going to be going over a very special sample pack. Since 2011, Audentity Records has been one of the most consistent and popular sample labels around, focusing purely on usable high-quality sample packs with support from the names of Armin van Buuren, Tiesto, Jaws, Afrojack, and many others. And today, they are releasing their 100th sample pack, and it is the follow-up to their extremely popular release, Vocal Mega Pack, and they're bringing you Vocal Mega Pack number 2 for their 100th release. So let's go ahead and go over the contents of this Mega Vocal Pack. As you can see, we have 5 different construction kits here, each with all the stems in them, as well as some dry stems for all of these stems that are drenched in reverb and delay. This will be a lot easier for you guys to manipulate them in your own tracks. And then we have the main MIDI, and then we have some presets. And for this particular pack, they are going to be Spire and Silent presets. So just to recap, in total, there are 5 different construction kits, 6 new acapellas with effects and dry stems, 11 Spire presets, 33 silent presets, 23 MIDIs, 24 dry stems, or a total of 167 royalty-free files. Alright, so now we're going to go over one of the kits in the pack so you guys can get an idea of the quality that is in this amazing Vocal Mega Pack.
What I wanna hear, make me feel like I have nothing to fear. Make this last forever, if only for a night. Look me in the eyes, baby, say we'll be alright.
Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go over how you guys can use these stems, MIDI, and presets in your own productions to create a unique track. Okay, so what I like to do when I get stems is I like to approach it like a remix. So I'll grab some of the elements that I like in the song and then I'll start manipulating them. So I really liked the piano in this track. So I'm going to go ahead and go over to the piano. And the piano I quite liked, and I kind of want this to be the intro of my song. So I take a listen to the stem. So I want to create an intro for my song, so I'll take the beginning part of this piano, put some fades on it so there's no clicks, duplicate it out, and then add on a reverb and delay. Then I'll crank up the dry wet on the reverb and the decay on the reverb. And I'll crank up the dry wet on the ping pong delay. So like I said, I'm going to be creating an intro for this, for my song. So I'll freeze the track and then flatten it. That way the effects are printed into the audio. Then you get a sound like this. So a really reverb and delayed out sound. And then what I'll do is I'll then reverse it. Chop it down a bit. So I want to hear the beginning of the piano. So that's the beginning right there. So what I'll do is I will cut this off, let this run. So that little reverse effect there could be the beginning of my song, or it could be going into a breakdown, or whatever you want it to be. That's just one way I like to work with stems, is to start chopping them up, start affecting them, really start to mangle them and create your own sound with them. Alright, so another way that I like to use these construction kits is to load up the presets that they give you. And in this one, we loaded up the preset for the drop main synth and the MIDI for the main synth. So have a listen. So then I like to go into the MIDI and start rearranging everything to kind of give it my own flair. So let's go ahead and do some of that. So let's add some notes here. Kind of like to add another little like trill. This over. Maybe add some notes here. Notes at the end here. Yeah, you guys get the idea. I just want to rearrange it and give it my own little unique taste on it. So we're going to go over one final technique that I like to use when I get construction kits, and that is to take just the MIDI and then load up my favorite synth and go through some presets or create my own sound and start the track that way. So here I've loaded up Serum. And we're just going to go through some of the MIDI and a couple of presets from Soundshock. So here is the bass of kit number 1. Completely vibe and the bass, the original bass. Having different sounds to play with, and then manipulating and then changing around the MIDI will help you get a completely new sound based off of the construction kits. So there you guys have it, a couple of ways to get started with this amazing Vocal Mega Pack number 2. And if you guys want to purchase this Vocal Mega Pack number 2, you can head on over to their website, audentityrecords.com. Thanks for watching, everyone.